Welcome back, awesome students. This is your teacher, Mr. North, and this is Knowledge Now. So, for our very first video, I'm going to go ahead and provide the instructions on it, and then we'll see what we can do about making sure you understand exactly what we're doing. So, instructions for first introductory video. Assignment: create a video with your phone or computer and add it to your YouTube account. If you do not want to use your personal YouTube account, then you can use the district issued YouTube account associated with your student computer login. As an Aldine ISD student, if you go to YouTube and you type in your credentials for Aldine to log in a computer, you will be able to, you're already assigned a YouTube account. If you would like to create our assignments in there and then upload them to our classroom, then that's one thing. If you would like to use your own personal account, that's fine too. There are pros and cons, but I think the best thing that you should do is upload these videos into your own personal account. And I'll do a quick video after this on how to create an individual YouTube account and then set it up to make it nice and pretty. I think I'll show that this on the next video. But essentially, all you have to do is create an account, and I've already shown that actually. So you just use an account or use the video from the previous assignment where it shows you how to create an account. There are numerous resources online that you can do. The purpose of the assignment is to familiarize you with the creating and editing process of making an instructional video, and to familiarize me with you and your goals and ambitions. For those students who I had last year, they know we all did a one-on-one, and I'd call you all up to the computer and we talk one-on-one and get to know each other. But with the way school is set up now, this would be the best bet aside from Google Meet and all these other applications. This is a way that I can get through and see all of your information in my own time. And help you, and we'll have you post your videos in the discussion board also, so that your classmates can get to know you. The information that needs to be covered in the video are as follows. You need to have your name, your age, your interests, your dislikes, your life's purpose. This is something that a lot of people are still searching for, because I think a lot of you all are thinking about what your life's purpose is in terms of a career. I'm not asking that. I'm asking, what are you here for? What do you think you're here to do? And, that will help you then determine what career direction you want to go. But if you are a giver and you want to take care of people, if you're, good with numbers and you want to, I don't know, to each his own. There is no right or wrong purpose. Everybody has their own. So defining it, even though it may adjust as you grow, to be able to simply define what your purpose is or have a general idea of what you really want to do will definitely take you far beyond your current situation, so that you can really move in that direction. Having clearly defined goals is the first step in achieving your goals. Speaking of goals, the next thing you're going to do is your goals for this year. What do you hope to accomplish in the 2020-2021 year? What do you want to accomplish within the next 5 years? Is the next one then within the next 10 years, the next 20 years? These are short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. And as long as you have a general direction you want to go with your goals, even when life throws you different curveballs and you're going in different, you're getting pulled in different directions, you still have the ability to stay on track. You've carved enough of your path to where it's a lot harder to move you out of alignment with your goals. Number 10, what would the perfect version of you look like today, and how will you become that self? I want you to imagine imagine on the ground there's a golden line, and it's like a golden line, and you're in a, say you're in a basketball stadium, and on the ground it's a golden line on the ground, and ahead of you on that golden line is the person you want to be. So you can see them. You can see what they look like. You can see what they talk like. You can see how they hold themselves, how they carry themselves, their posture, their mannerisms, the people that they're hanging around with. You can see that version of you and what they eat. You know, how healthy are they? What their hair looks like, what their teeth look like, what their smile looks like. You can see what they're wearing. You can see all of that about them. And then on that golden timeline, you're looking at them, you're envisioning them. That is you. Now you come back to the present part that you're at on the other end of the timeline. And then you need to imagine, what steps do you think you need to take in order to become that perfect version of you? Who would you need to contact? You know, who would you need to cut off? What type of people would that person be around? What type of conversation would that person be engaged in? You know, what type of car would that person be driving? What type of house would that person be living in? What type of relationship would that person have with their family and friends? You know, really think about manifesting that reality into the world that you live in now by being, you know, aware of all these other conditions that are going on around you. It's very important that you should be able to visualize the person that you want to be, because otherwise everything you're doing is just complete and utter waste of time. You're just going all over the place, no direction. You're going forward, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back type deal. You want to be moving forward towards your direction of your goals. So, you know, and that person will be in alignment with your goals. And lastly, number 11, what are your expectations for this course and how can I help you with it? You know, how will what you learn here correlate with what you're trying to do with that person 20 years from now? If there's a strong correlation, let's get to it. Let's see how we can effectively assist you in moving in that direction. If this course has zero to do with what you have to do with your future or what you anticipate, that's also good too. It's fine. I'd rather you be aware of what you need to do, rather than you than being in a situation where you're kind of just moving around and not sure of what you're trying to do. So these 11 things I need to know what these 11 things are in the video. So I'll give you a quick little example. So if I was in a video, let's see. Okay, so if I were you in the video, this would be an example of what's expected. You don't have to show your face or anything, but from what I just shared with you, I'll go, well, my name is Julius North. I'm 34 years old. My interests, I'm interested in technology, education, finance, relationships, religion in terms of what's going on with it, different cosmologies, diet, health, exercise, teaching, and all that good stuff. My dislikes, I'm really not a fan of government, because I don't believe anyone should be governing my mind. That's what those 2 words, govern, the mental, or control the mind. I don't like, my dislikes are, I don't like not knowing where somebody stands with me. I'd rather them just not talk to me. You know, if they're not clear in their expectations of me or in how they feel about me, after a while, I'm kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna let you figure it out. but I'm moving in it. Especially if I share that I care. If I'm putting forth an effort to show that I care, and then the person is not being reciprocated, no. All my relationships are win-win. And when I find myself in a win-lose relationship, that's something that I don't really care for. And I'd much rather not deal with somebody if I have to lose when dealing with them. Those are my main couple dislikes. My life's purpose is to evolve, and through my evolution, be a mirror for someone else going through the same thing. I know that there's way more there is to this world than I was taught in school. And the more that I do my own independent research, the more I find out. So, but it's like you're going against the whole world in a sense. It's only very few people who are taking time to research things that I find of substance. So my life's purpose is to really, 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 make an impact on the younger generations and help you avoid the pitfalls that I went through, in hopes that you grow up and help tend to, tend to the world that we're living in. So y'all are very important to the future. It's kind of like you are the future. The goal for this year is to have a complete mastery over this video editing for my career as far as education. To buy another house. I need to get another property this year, at least another 2, hopefully. And set myself up for financial independence. I'm looking for different land. I got a couple acres that I'm looking at right now. I want to be self-sufficient, using generators and magnets to fill my home. To power my home and get my well drilled in the property. After you buy a house, you're kind of like, oh, this is crazy. So now I'm gonna rent my house out and then go live out in the country, and may teach virtually, or maybe. Goal for 5 years from now to be completely self-sufficient and have a few trusts lined up for my children and my other family members who need housing. 10 years from now to be completely free of a dependence for money, meaning having food that's having my whole gardens completely set up. And they have different homes that are self-sufficient, that run off of solar power, and then they have pure water purification systems and all that. I want to be completely set up and maybe have a couple kids by then. And 20-year goals, make sure that I've visited pretty much every single state and at least 8 or 9 different countries within the next 20 years. What would the perfect version of you look like today, and how would you become that self? The perfect version of me is a healthier version, someone who is more confident, someone who is financially there's really no such, I know I've been saying financial independence, but there's a financial confidence, being able to know that you can earn money at any time, any place with what you have, because there is really no independence if you still rely on it. My independence will be, I won't rely on it at all. Water, have my water set up, have my electricity set up, have my land tended to. I'll probably be pretty vegetarian, pretty vegan, but way more knowledgeable. I'm just getting started learning, and I'm 4. So everything I thought I knew, nope. I went through the same thing everybody else went through, and it takes going through it to realize what's going on. So I don't know what to say as far as that's concerned. What are your expectations for this course, and how can I help you with it? Well, my expectations for this course is for you to have a clear understanding on how to utilize this technology so that you can generate an income for yourself. Because what else are you doing? What is the purpose of you going to school if you're not going to make money? It's kind of crazy. The whole purpose is to get a degree at a college, to get a job, to make money and make an impact. But really, if you were more concerned, if you were more concerned with the impact, You wouldn't care about the school. You just go, if you want to help little children, you get up and go help little children, not make any money, just go help little children. If you want to recycle, you just go to the waste management companies and then go in there with some gloves and start moving some stuff around. So obviously, the whole purpose of taking these different courses is to enlighten ourselves to ways that we can move forward in a career that is that requires some of this information. So that was probably 5 minutes. Boom, bam. That's it. Do you see? You see, it's not that crucial. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. All right. So that was an example. Easy 100. Just showed you how to do it. Here are the different parameters. The video must be at least 5 minutes long. 5 minutes long. The video must contain background music. I already showed you how to do that. It's easy peasy. Just keep it real low at a 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, or 0.04. Just keep it low. I should be able to clearly discern what you're saying versus what's going on in the background with the music. Don't let it distract. So keep it pretty low. Just something in the background so that in between the dead spaces of speak, that there's a little bit of a beat to keep the audience entertained. No video insert is required in this assignment. We will get into our next video. We'll add pictures, and then the following video we'll add pictures and video, and you have the whole trifecta. If you want to just, your face isn't even required. Just to make sure that you understand that. If you want to just do like I'm doing right now at this exact moment, and just screen share while you speak and just have it in the background, cool. If you want to just answer these questions and go over it with a 1 through 11, cool. It's fine. You don't even have this. There is no pressure in terms of that, and it's simple. But if you do decide you want to go ahead and go extra credit GT Super Saiyan God on them, then the examples of permissible pictures, videos are pictures of like your dream car, house, career. Different places you want to go, goals. If you want to have you in it, you performing, or anything appropriate to the video topic. And again, this video topic is just you introducing yourself. If you have some old kid footage of you doing something and you want to say, hey, I've been cheering since I was 5 years old, and you want to insert little clips of you cheering to elaborate on, just to show your audience, or if you've been playing football, and same thing, if you've been doing violin or band or dance or art or anything like that, anything that you've been doing that's pertaining to where you want to go. If you've built robots in the past or did any coding, if you want to screen share any of that, if you're a gamer and you want to be one of the top gamers in the country and you want to just, show the clips of you beating people on the games and, Super Smash or whatever. Any and all of that stuff is cool if you're interested in business management and you started your own business when you were younger and you did a lemonade stand or something. You want to show your profits and your process on that. If you want, anything like that, as long as you keep it cool. Just keep it cool. And that's where we go to our disclaimer. For my job's sake and your grade's sake, please do not post any pictures that will be in violation of Aldine ISD Student Code of Conduct, because I will be forced to share these pictures with your campus administrator and family, and you might get in trouble. And it would be dumb to get in trouble over a school video project. So don't put yourself in a silly situation for no reason. If you have any questions, please ask your parents if you want to post anything that you feel may not be appropriate. If you think it is not okay to post in a class video, then just be safe and don't post it. There is no reason to post anything with sex, nudity, partial or not, gangs, drug use, anything rated R, rated MA, or etc. This is where common sense comes in. So, if you don't know if it's good or not, then it's not good. Period. Don't post it. Don't put us through it. Let's not have the parent conference, the administrators, and all this other stuff over some silly video. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna tell you like that. You post it. I'm not that cool. You post it. I'm sharing it to them, and they're gonna have to deal with that because I'm not gonna be accused of anything silly like that. So This is your opportunity. Remember, everything you post stays forever. It's called your digital footprint, digital fingerprint, digital whatever. It's not going anywhere. So don't be crazy. Worst case, just put 1 through 11 and talk about it, and it's fine. Once we get into further assignments, when we start looking at these, different types of robot, AI, pre-programmed VEX and all this other stuff, then you're like, okay, I want to show clips of that. You just download it from YouTube, cut it up, slice it in, bring it in, and go. But I don't want anything or any videos. If you do want to be involved in anything that's, I had an 8th grader tell me he wants to sell drugs. He's like, yeah, man, I ain't tripping. That's what my people do. So, I was just like, wow, that's something. But, you can't, I can't condone anything like that. And I have to report it because you're crazy for saying it to me. I love you, but that's certain things that we have to report as teachers. It's our job. It's legally our job. If we notice any abuse and we don't post it and something else happens, then we'll get in trouble. So we have an obligation to your safety. So yeah, it's a red flag. I mean, y'all are young and y'all are exposed to all kind of stuff, and I'm not shrewd. I'm hip. I'm cool. I understand. I was there. If you want to do anything, that's entirely up to you and your family and whatnot. But as far as this class is concerned and these assignments are concerned, let's keep it pretty PG. Let's keep it G. G for good. Rated G. Not even rated T for teen. I don't even want to just keep it pretty G. PG. Little P, big G. Just keep it G. Okay. Fun fact. If you are recording your screen and you are going to Google saves search history. So remember that when it gives you your suggested and autofills when presenting. To protect yourself against this, do not record your Google search bar or URL, just the page or the picture you want to use. If you have been looking up inappropriate stuff and then you start typing in letters in Google, guess what? It's going to suggest that you go back and search for that inappropriate stuff. And guess what? All of us watching your video will be able to see it. Yeah, so don't record your search bar. Or prior to recording, go ahead and delete your search history, your search history, so that Google isn't putting your business out there in the street and it might be something inappropriate that you don't want your friends to see or your parents to see or America, because this is America and y'all don't even know what that means. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So these are your instructions for your first introductory video. Make sure that you get this in within a week. All you're gonna have to do is send the link, and then I'll have you actually post it in the discussion board so your friends can see it. Remember, it doesn't have to be more than 5 minutes. This will be super easy if you start on it, and it will be very intriguing and interesting once you get involved in it, because you'll see how you can manipulate it, and then you'll start watching other people's videos on these commercials and ads and be like, man, I know what software they're using, or oh wow, that was easy, and I would have did it this way, and then you'll have a better eye for it. So while you're receiving information, when you want to present it, you can get into the psychology of people and then say, you know what, whenever I present it this way, I have more of a viewership rather than presenting it this way or that way. So, this is another long video for Mr. North. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it was helpful. And I hope that it explains what you need to do. And yeah, I look forward to your awesome videos. In the meantime, don't forget to take your vitamins, read a book, drink some water, go to sleep early, make a new friend, and I'll see you on the next one.